Okay, looks like everything's working so far. And I definitely need to shave. I need to shave. It has been a minute and I forgot what I look like with this much of a I was doing some bunch of cleaning here today. So things are pretty different. My little co-host isn't even out. Uh, where can she go? I guess she could sit right there for a second. Let's get this over here. Been so long since I've been on, I've forgotten what to do here. There you go. Spee. Little one said her name is Spee. Spee seems to be all spiders right now. This anime little one really likes is Farming in Another World, I think is the name of it. This guy is about all I've watched lately for some reason. So at one point in it, he well, he's living in this forest that's like uber dangerous, of course, because it's an Isekai, so the guy has to be kind of OP in some way. Hmm. Yeah, makes it look like I got boogers hanging out, but I think it's just how dark the my fur right there is. Yeah, that's just the fur, and I hope I don't look crazy. But he has this big spider that lives in a tree, and little one has a stuffy that's one of those things that you can put in the freezer or the microwave, and it's a spider, and she named it Spee. So now that spider is a Spee cousin, but most spiders seem to be Spee lately. Um, so I did a bunch of cleaning down here today. After the little one went back to her mom yesterday. So I really don't know. I just took all the parts that we have sitting around and put them in two different Tupperwares. I had a couple things break. My radio, Lego radio, and the little Disney TV. So I've just taken all the parts from those, and put them in here. And then there are a couple things little one and I were working on, and she decided to go off and do something else or work on something else. And I took all those parts and I put them in a different Tupperware. So right now, I don't know how many parts I had out that belonged to this. So I'm gonna have to do some organizing here. The little Lego TV, the parts went everywhere. It broke into a billion pieces. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is one of the antennae. This is one of the legs. That has a fire on it, so that must go here. Yeah, it looks like a knob for it. Little one and I built a bunch of Legos. This looks like it was part of my tablet case, actually, not a Lego. I think that goes over here. A little one I did build a bunch of stuff. For Moana 2, it was missing some parts. So we had to move on from that. And then she built the donut truck. And we did a peacock. She did a peacock. She wanted to do that one by herself. So I only stepped in when she needed some help. We did most of these using the build together thing, which is it's really fun. That was a lot of fun using that build together thing. Here we go. I'll listen to Smashing Pumpkins today. I didn't want to. For some reason I didn't feel like doing Dark Towers, even though it's really moving lately. I think a bunch of these things are for dreams. So, oh my god, why am I yawning? I've done bleep all today. I did go to the gym. For some reason, I woke up at like 4 this morning and then couldn't get back to sleep. So I did a bunch of cleaning and house stuff. Then I did lay down for a few more minutes, but I wasn't really restful. There's one for me. Okay, what? Some reason I can't figure this out. What? Okay, my brain is not functioning with this little triangle here. Oh, that can't be right. That's not right. That's not correct. Does it go like this? I will say yes, because for some reason, my little ADD brain, dyslexic brain, does not want to process that triangle. Usually really good with spatial reasoning, but sometimes my brain just goes, no, I'm not going to figure that out. You're going to have to just deal. And my response is, brain, please, for the love of Pete, function. And there's a long drawn out argument between my brain and me about how it should function when I want it to, not when it wants to. Okay, there's what I'm looking for. Now I need a clear. There we go. Now something I need to figure out is some kind of like whatever super glue would work with Legos. Because a lot of the stuff we do want to take apart, but not we want some things to just be more permanent. Because moving Legos around, because when you want to change the city and then they fall into 50 billion pieces and then you end up on the floor in tears because you don't want to spend 8 hours putting it back together, it's annoying. It's something I'm going to have to do research on. There we go. Bag 8 or bag 8. Blah, 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 blah. Book 8. Case in point, something I just knocked over the other day. Well, it was just a Pegasus, so it didn't really break. So my ongoing working on these tables and getting them to where when I touch them or little one touches them, they don't move and everything falls off. I tried Gorilla Glue, Gorilla Tape, and now I'm doing bungee cords. I got some of different lengths, but these tiny ones are working really well with something else just fell. With legs that are together, close together. But then I have some longer ones going from like from here to here. And I have short ones on the legs for these tables. So I'm keeping these two pulling together like that because there's no leg right here for this table. This table's leg is right here and just over there. And that seems to be working really well. Myself and little one playing on them on these tables all week, they stayed together. Because this corner here gets a lot of pushing between little one and myself. So I think bungee cords are being the best way to keep these tables together. Over here, that doesn't get a lot of as much play. The Gorilla Glue is working fine. I'm going to put some bungee cords on it anyway, but that's working really well now. It's been trial and error. I just completely messed up my screen trying to make the chat bigger and my face smaller. All right. So hopefully if anyone does something like this, they'll find this little my trial and error helpful. Excuse me. This whole waking up at 4 a.m. with sleep paralysis and then having a fateful nap around 9. It's kind of really throwing me off. Surprisingly enough. But I wanted to I almost didn't get on today. I was like, no reason not to. Ooh, where is that? Somewhere I have a big gray plate. What did I do with that big gray plate? Hi, how are you? Hope you had a good holiday. Little Lego. Oh, there it is. My little one was playing a game with this gray plate I was just looking for, where she somehow she has some way of telling if the animals are male or female. Oh well, I try to keep view of the chat while I'm talking and working. Y'all take the time to come onto my channel and talk, so I, I want I want to be responsive. Y'all are taking time out of your day. No, I'm in Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm down south. Every once in a while you'll hear a drawl in my manner of speak. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I've noticed the delay. Hi, welcome in. Yeah, sometimes some channels there's a huge delay from typing to when it shows up on our chat here. Um, but then I've noticed like some people's channels I watch over and they're in the I almost said European theater over in Europe or the UK. It can be quick, but then sometimes it's slow. It's the weirdest thing. All right, I get people on here from France that tell me um, I talk to them pretty quick. It's kind of weird. I mean, the internet might as well be magic. Well, thank you very much. Um, I don't usually stream during the weekend. Sometimes I do, but most days, Monday through Friday, I'm on here about 16:30 Eastern. Um, it just depends what I have going on. Um, if I have my little girl, of course, I'm not going to stream. If I have I'm an Army reservist, so if I have Army time, I'm not going to stream. Okay, well, while I'm thinking about it, let me see if I can click on you. Go to channel. Oh, Air Force. I mean, you're in the military light. I'm at about 20 years now. About 7, 8 of that active. I just made E6 recently. Just trying to. I might make 7 before I'm done with it. But oh, it just kind of depends how much longer my body lasts. Of course, we all give each other crap, but now everyone gives the Space Force crap because none of us understand what their purpose is. Oh, wow. I know Hill. I spent most of my active time near Offutt Air Force Base. In fact, that was the closest base I could go to for, a commissary and medical, and that was like an hour or so away because there is nothing out there in Nebraska. It was cheaper to drive all the way to Offutt to get food than to, get stuff at the local grocery store. And so it was about an hour away. Of course, now I'm in Atlanta, which has like no bases anywhere close, which is so sad. Dobbins is about 40 something minutes north of me, and I have to go up to that. There's a Clay National Guard, which is connected to it. I have to go up there every once in a while if I have problems with my ID card. Huh. Oh, 179 days. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you don't reach that 180 day, you get bupkis, which is just I is complete BS to me. It's complete BS. I mean, if yeah, really. I there's a bunch of reservists in my unit who never deployed through no inaction of their own. They just were never picked out of the hat. But they've been in the reserves for like 20 years and they get bupkis, which is just complete BS. Or at the very least, if you get an honorable discharge, you should get something from the VA. Even if it's just basic medical care and not like a disability payment, you should get something. Oh my world. That's some crazy luck. See, I was AGR. Yeah, I mean everyone, as long as you get an honorable discharge, should get some kind of benefit from the VA. There is no reason whatsoever that people that go to basic training get hurt, get an honorable discharge, get full disability. But people that are in the reserves their entire life and get an honorable discharge get pupkis. That's just that drives me crazy. I I mean I kind of call it a mitzvah. I can't believe that. I mean, that's like good and bad luck at the same time. I run into vets all the time. I um I worked in the emergency department for a while, and I talk to vets all the time when they come in with their hat that just appears. Man, I know the field so much. I talk to these guys and they tell me about their discharges, good or bad, and I would help them the best I could to get their benefits. I was able to help a couple here and there. Um, so I've learned the system pretty well. That's just one of those crazy hard and fast rules about the 180 day. A friend of mine who she runs a nonprofit here in Atlanta, air cargo. Yeah, so your back's going to be dead. I do logistics is my job now. my back is not good. Yeah, this friend of mine that does the nonprofit here, she found a guy homeless in Atlanta that had gotten kicked out. Ooh, 7,000 pieces. That's pretty cool. Now, this one guy actually got kicked out of the Marines in the 80s for being drunk. I managed to write up a thing for him, and he got his discharge changed. And then, like 6 months later or so, he actually was able to reconnect with his son, get clean and sober. And of course, unfortunately, he passed away, but yeah, he managed to get his benefits at least. Man, 7,000 pieces. That sounds like so much fun. The biggest one I have now, I'm going to start in a couple weeks, is this guy. Yeah, this guy is massive. Oh, man, that's a huge set. See, that's going to be like the center of our city proper that's over here. Oh man, that's so sad. I'm a pet person and I haven't had a pet right now for a little while. I love the Lego modular stuff so much. But yeah, man, that's cats. I mean, I miss having a cat right now, but I just haven't felt up to it to get another cat for a while. My last one was about 22, I think. I think he was. Yeah, he was the last one of a family. The mom had four kittens, little boy, RJ, and GB, three kittens. And little boy was the last one. I mean, not little boy, GB was the last one. And I've been out of work since the whole Doge thing, so I don't really have the money to spend on animals right now. I haven't seen the 2026 stuff yet. Um, Not having any funds, I am trying to stay off the Lego website. I mean, my channel's pretty small, so I'm not making anything here, and I'm not really trying to. My unit's trying to get me on orders. Downsized display. That sounds really cool. Your piece. Yeah. You know, the I'm getting to the point where I like something to be around 1,000 pieces, and that's enough to entertain me. My 9-year-old, of course, I mean she's 9, so I get her the smaller sets. Uh, this is one of the things she was working on this past weekend, and I find it weird that this side doesn't have anything there, but I double checked the directions and it doesn't. But I like it. I think I love this. And it came with a little donut guy in there and a police officer. So that's definitely part of our city that's over here just off camera. What I'm wanting to do eventually here is where y'all see that little hole right there. I'm gonna build a little drawbridge and our train will be able to go all around. And then I'm gonna put two more tables this way, and the train will have a little switchback over there to weave through and then go back around. But that's for once I actually have an income again. So everyone cross their fingers for this coming month. 'Cause my unit's working on it, and I have a couple applications out there, but it's all government work. I found I'm not a very good civilian employee. I'm a lot better when I work for the government, even as a civilian, but not in the civilian sector. It's kind of a sad thing to realize. Oh man, yeah, that Death Star, those Death Stars are really cool. I gotta say, 30 hours. Wow. Um, Next week, I'm planning. I gotta talk to a friend of mine who has thinking of old sets. He has the oh, that's sad. I think I saw one of those, an old Death Star at this called the Brick Store. It's a secondhand store up here in Roswell. Um Man, what is that set my friend has? The Yellow Submarine from the Beatles. It's kind of weird always when Legos are missing a piece, I mean, with the amount of production they do, and it's like 99% perfect. Yeah, I'm wanting to build that. He wants to come over and come on stream, so I made a little more room here. So hopefully we can do it comfortably, and we'll do the Yellow Submarine. It's a pretty small one. I want to think it was like 600 pieces or something, but it'd be neat. And especially because I'm not used to doing sets that only take one day. Because I normally only do an hour because I have problems sitting still for any amount of time. It should be interesting. Oh yeah, Happy New Year to y'all. I should have said that first to y'all. Yeah, even at work, um, when I'm on orders, like every hour I get out of my chair and I walk around the warehouse and do sit-ups and push-ups just because I can't just sit there and sit at my desk all day. But then when I'm here at home with nothing to do, for some reason it's hard to make myself exercise, and I'm guessing that's one for the therapist. Yeah, that's ADD, at my age, I'm good to deal. I can deal with it. It's just funny every time something weird like that hits me. It's like I just can't sit still. Yeah, I mean, this should be fun having be something different having my friend over here um to build. He said he just wants to sit here and doesn't want to build. 7,000. Oh, what? Six plus. That's pretty big for six plus. Right, my little one, she's doing a really good job um, with what she's been building. Yeah, over here is kind of our city proper. She's divided all of these tables into neighborhoods, basically. So we have the city, dreams. Um, this is also where the Morticia's Cottage and the haunted house set, which she says is a magic school, is over here. And there's kind of like this random thing that she's calling a hotel over here. Um, that is actually something I've had since the 80s. So this, yeah, I'll turn the camera over there. This is was the base to a castle from the 80s. And she's calling this her hotel. But I'll turn the camera over if y'all want to see more of the stuff here. Hope no one gets motion sickness here. So yeah, so this is where I'm going to add two more tables over there. And you see the Morticia's Cottage, the haunted house, and then this is like where she says is the city proper. And then we get into the Dreams neighborhood and our minifigures bucket. Then we have the Fallout neighborhood, the Alloy Horizon neighborhood, and of course, this is where we were building this last weekend. And then you see the train back there, kind of. My cord on the camera is really short. Oh, don't mind my thumb. I need a new chair. Three daughters. Oy vey. I could not imagine. Your bank account must be like zero when they were young. I have the one kid, and that's about all I can afford, even when I'm working. Or what's that old joke? What you get out of each branch? And I'm 46. I'm old. I miss being young. Um, what you gotta get out of each branch? The Navy, you get STDs. The Marines, you get PTSD. The Air Force, you get room service. And the Army, you get divorced. One of the best military jokes. Yeah, can't pick this up. Well, like every guy just about gets to a certain age, and Legos are the best thing in the world. I definitely saw that We went to a while ago, the Lego store near us did a build and take, and oh, no, that's good. The only reason I don't go active, AGR again, is I don't want to move out of here because my little one and X are about 40 minutes from here. So I don't want to go through the having to put her on a plane to go wherever I am for a couple weeks. So instead I see her on the weekends. Families are hard. Relationships are hard. Like so you can kind of see the little guy that's the mounter through the book is an astronaut that's doing circles or doing somersaults. I love that. Oh, that is too cool. That's too cool that she came out there. Families and relationships are just the hardest thing in the world. I would rather deploy to an all-out war zone than deal with family drama. No, that's too cool that she come on your lives. That I love that. I mean, my little one's just 9 right now, so she doesn't get online or do any of that. Every once in a while, she wants to be in here when I do a live, and I'll have her off screen and I'm at a weird angle. Oh, that's really cool. Wait, that is so sweet. So long time ago when I was still married, my little one was maybe a year, and um, I'm in uniform, stripes and all, and yeah, I know that feeling. So we're waiting for my at the time wife. She's at work. She was working at the bank, and we're in there, and I'm just playing with the little one on the floor, and this guy comes up, starts laughing, and it was like my little girl's in this pink dress, and I'm just being all sweet and funny with her. And he's like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. This big 6'2", 290 guy in uniform, little girl in the pink dress. Well, hey kid, it's been a minute. Yeah, just the yeah, it took me a second to think about welcome in. What it must have looked like to have this big old guy in this little pink. That must have been the funniest thing to see. Yeah, that's kind of the sad thing when you have girls. They're like, I'd love a grandkid, but I don't want to think about that. I don't want you to have a kid while you're young. Because right now my little girl is still at the stage of boys are icky, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, keep that mindset as long as you possibly can, please. Okay, there it is. It's like, yes, boys are icky. Yeah, and there's only so much you can say, I'm sure, about what you think about someone that they're dating. I really don't want to get to that point. And if you point them out, you may just push them towards the person. My best friends have a girl. Yeah, she's what, 20. Well, I've been in the army about 20 years, so she's about 24 now. And I always told them if she started dating someone they didn't like, I'd just come over there and act like I'm crazy, the crazy uncle that hasn't been right since his last deployment to scare him off, so they wouldn't have to scare him off. Yeah, they got to make mistakes, and I definitely made a few. I joined the army. Nah, not really. I love my job in the army. That's just too easy a joke not to make. Yeah, I mean, all they can do is listen. If they take it, it's another thing. Actually, we had a discussion kind of like that this weekend. We're watching some anime, and somehow it came up, and I was like, little one, we all make mistakes. I've made a few, and you're going to make a few also. Somehow anime brought us to that conversation, and I don't know how. This is looking very weird. I mean, all this can be is that. Oh, I see it now. I was looking at it backwards. Oh, McDonald's. I can't eat that stuff anymore. I don't understand how anyone can eat it anymore. Last time I ate McDonald's, all I had was the chicken nuggets. And unfortunately, I was in a car with someone because my stomach was not happy. And here I am. I can eat a freaking MRE and be okay. But McDonald's made my stomach upset. Oy, oy vey. Really, we've been having problems getting our funding for food during drill. So I've been eating MREs that are pretty much expired, and I'm fine. Oh, I see my little girl eat, and I was like, okay, she's growing like a weed. I can understand how she can eat so much. But yeah, I had the McDonald's freaking fries and chicken nuggets. But then I ate, and then I was like, I may not make it to the bathroom, but the freaking MRE that those things are barely even made to be eaten. I'm fine. I mean, I swear they make those things because they hate us. Where is this part? I hate when Legos. Oh, you're Air Force. You don't know about MREs. Where is this little weird thing? Oh, there they are. I. Yeah, in fact, there was a unit, one of the units up there at the center I work at. They're getting rid of a bunch of MREs, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'll take them because you know food is expensive." So that sergeant was like, "Oh yeah, all right, I got food now." All right, the rest of y'all want to see some crazy stuff? Look for people eating MREs here on YouTube and have them describe it. Oh, hey man, I'm doing all right, stud. Slowly getting through this tower. I got a fellow veteran on here, so we were talking about MREs. But I was on yours for a few minutes before I got on here. Yeah, this is the last part. But yeah, if y'all want to see some crazy stuff, look for people eating MREs here on YouTube and see what they think about them. I remember some of us have like only had those for like a month. The most disgusting thing in the world was always the vegetarian omelet. That was just there was something. All right, my fingers are just too small for these flowers. I usually get little girl to do these flowers because I cannot get these. So I get creative and use my Leatherman because there is no way I can get these little bitty flowers on here. So, get creative. See what tools you have at your disposal. There's nothing a Leatherman can't do. Just ask Red Green. That and duct tape. I think the world is basically held together by that. Oh, more flowers. Oh man, what was this set? There's a non-Lego Lego set I have over here. Ah, I'm gonna break it by touching it. Yeah, this thing is really cool. Oh my god, the vegetable omelet. I was like almost starving one day and I tried to eat it and it did not go all the way down. The texture is so bad. This has so many flowers. I almost threw it out the window trying to get all these little flowers on it. But the cool thing is, these are little LED lights and they have a little battery pack down here that light up. I have another one of these sets and I haven't built it yet. But it has little things where you can put different colors on it. Yeah, that's a cool little set. And it fits in well with the overall motif over there, if that's the right word. Um, I did finally just have to like shove the omelet down my mouth. I was so hungry. What is this weird Lego set? Um, do I have the box? Oh, here it is. So this was this little weird non-Lego Lego thing. It was really neat, and you see it has a few different designs you can do. The instructions were not great. I think I did it on one of my early streams. But yeah, with so many flowers, I could do a freaking bouquet and put them at a funeral. And I was getting so angry at those flowers. But I want to think that was like one of my first streams. It's a the instructions were not perfect, but they weren't horrible. They're not as bad as like Mega Bloks. I was had to look at the company. It's an Asian company. I want to think Japanese from the look of the kanji. I'll put it back up here for y'all to see. Um, yeah, there's the, I don't know if you can see the company's name too well, but I liked their stuff. Yeah, I love the little lighting, and they had these little things where you can put them over those lights to change the colors. It was good. I would suggest this one. And I have some Mega Block stuff down there. The freaking, sorry about that. Um, the electric Pokemon rat Pikachu that I have given up on because the instructions are just so frustrating. The electric the electric rat Pikachu. We love Pokemon here, but it's all about Eevee. Everything's Eevee. Oy, oy vey. I hate to think about how much I own in Pokemon or in Legos. I would also hate to think about how much I own in Pokemon. Tell you the truth. I wish I had stock in Pokemon and Lego. If I had stock in them, I'd be making so much money back. That's one reason. Actually, I'm glad I got this house. This is a nice basement. It's fairly big, and this little area over here is just perfect for it. Oh man, I so hope I have a job by then. Oh, I mean, I can feel the jonesing just thinking about more about Lego Pokemon stuff. And as soon as my little girl sees Eevee sisters, oh my god, a subway, that's amazing. That is just high speed. That is just too high speed, man. I had thoughts about every once in a while how I could do that, and I was like, man, I need something high paying. My disability payment will not cover that. That's the good thing about Legos. It's always a work in progress. It always keeps our mind busy and keep, keeps us old men out of trouble. I think that should be one of Lego's Okay, yeah, when I get on there, I'll have to ask. All right, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, one of Lego's um, advertising campaigns should be you too should be keep your grandfather out of trouble or something like that. Keep your dad out of trouble. Yeah, I got to do something about the lighting here also. I'm going to be asking a friend of mine if he has some. He used to have some cam lights that we use for photography back when we were young and flirted with females. Oh, thanks. I just have a little LED thing right there, and then the cam lights. I want to do something over there that'll bounce off this. I have a dark spot right there. And when my friend comes in here, um, and we do the yellow submarine, I'm going to need a little more something to get both of our faces on here. Okay, I've missed something. Oh, that's what I missed. I missed a whole page. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So one thing I want to do eventually is behind me, put some shelves for the things that don't fit into the city motif so that they can be up there and safe, and we can still, adjust the city neighborhoods as they evolve. Oh, man, there's so few pages left. What time is it? Okay, might finish this today. Yeah, these. That's why they should do a campaign of keep guys out of trouble, buy Lego. It keeps our minds busy. It's kind of like Harley Davidson could be, well, if you want to get rid of your husband, get him a Harley. Lego would be if you want to keep him out of trouble, get him Legos. Man, they should both pay me for that because I think those would work. And that's the thing every time we go up to the Lego store is, you have the wives and girlfriends that are there that enjoy it also, but it's like the guys are just so more into it. Man, I want to do something like that and keep like do the train around half of the basement here. Because as the little one grows, she's going to use this area less and less, I'm sure. So I can slowly move it that way. Because really, she does most of her toys are actually in my living room, and she doesn't use this area down here too much. She did when she was younger. But as she likes telling me now, she's a big girl. Sure, those of y'all that are young on here just are hating us. Us old men. I did something wrong right here. Yep, that's what I did wrong. I put these in the wrong direction. And right now, what I want to do for 2026 is be able to afford these neat things. All right. Now let's hope that's the only bit I messed up right there. It's truthfully, I usually find about 5 things I did wrong throughout each build. I only get hit in the head so many times and have everything still work properly. Yeah, I looked at the Tudor one, and that looks like it fit in our little city proper over here nicely. Luckily, the little one has not seen it. Oh boy, when she sees the Pokemon stuff, I just wait. I want the Pokemon stuff also, so I can't blame it on her. And she loves her minifigures. And we have the gumball machine back there, and then the bucket of minifigures. I want to get something and put these all out one day and see how many they are without the ones that are even still in the gumball machine. And actually, every once in a while, when she gets one out of the gumball machine, I'll find another. I'll grab one out of here and put it in the gumball machine. Oh, interesting. To look that up. Okay, how does this? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Little guy summer is almost done somersaulting to the end of this. I love the little things they put down here to show how far you are in the book. I'd love to get those all those museums and put them over here. That would just I'd love to add those and have a proper like museum square area of the city. I'd end up having to do like 4 tables that way, which all in all isn't a problem, I guess. I would love that. I would, man, if I could get, if I could actually move this 4 more tables that way, I do like a double, I do like a figure 8 through the city to have it come back to the drawbridge. That would be just so much fun to make. Which really is why we all build these things, is they're just so much fun to make. And if you have the room and you're lucky enough to be able to do that, to keep your creativity going in this, is it's so fun. It's so entertaining, and makes you think in different directions as you're trying to find more and more room to put your stuff, and different ways to display it. And I guess that's really what it does get down to, is that's part of the fun. Man, yeah, sorting out these parts. Um, when I got hurt at my civilian job at the hospital, that's not why they let me go. It's because I was making too much money, pretty much. 33 bucks an hour, and they're hiring people for 16. They didn't want to keep me around. But I've spent a long time just down here sorting parts and finding ways to man, I did this wrong. Finding ways to organize things properly. That is a problem. Yeah, you got to get creative with sorting these things. I do end up organizing my stuff on stream sometimes, just before I really get started. 'Cause depending on how ADD I feel, sometimes I'm sitting here for like, I dump the bag and I organize everything perfectly. It's such a weird thing. Today I have to be super organized, and tomorrow I can't organize my thoughts. Man, six of those things. That's that's a lot. Oh, the wands. What are the wands? Oh, okay. They're part of the okay, they're part of the satellite. I did this backwards. That is a lot. Yeah, see if my orders come through, it's gonna be such a hard thing for me to, pay my bills first and get some new sets. Oh, I have to do this 4 times. Especially if like Off by a Stud was talking about, they released the Pokemon stuff. That's gonna be a murder for me. But I have to pay USAA back. USAA is gonna send out people to break my legs eventually. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Sweet Spee. You're gonna have to move. This is my co-host, Sweet Spee. She always has to be all on screen or she gets angry at me. Well, that's it. So how does this, is it just, oh, I see. It goes right here. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize that was off screen. So yeah, there's a little divot right there for the spaceship. And whenever there's extra parts, it makes me nervous. I think I've done something wrong. But Whereas I think a lot of these parts are for stuff that broke this weekend and last week that I just haven't had the energy to build to fix. Someday here soon, I'm going to have to do a stream where I just fix stuff that has fallen off the tables. I will ask Speesby when she wants to do a fix everything that's broken stream, since she is the one that decides what I stream. So this was one of those 3-in-1 sets, and I had to do the spider because of this little thing here that actually brings the string into it. And since then, she has become my co-host and is always here helping me. Ooh, a little spider, or little pigeon. Oh, don't fall off there. Little one is naming all the spiders Speesby recently. I don't know what that's about. And I'm not sure where this went. I'll have to figure that out. It told me to build it, but I missed where it goes because I'm smart like that. So that goes up. I'm not really sure how the guy gets in here from here. I don't know. The Lego world is confusing sometimes. But it's about time for me to get on video and talk with my little one. So it's been great having all y'all on here. Y'all that are new, and the couple that come on here a lot, like Kid. So I said I'm usually on here weekdays around 16:30 Eastern. So I might do one this weekend. I haven't decided yet. But if not, I'll be back on Monday, and hopefully my friend will be over here and we'll build the Yellow Submarine. If not, I think I'm going to start that giant thing, but I'll have to ask Speesby what she wants to do there. So, peace, y'all. Thank you very much. Sunday, 18 PST. Okay. All right. I will be there. See ya.